And I'm back, baby! Ready to farm every sexy vixen in America and prowl on every fucking nursing home in all of the world. Except China and most other places that I don't like to go. I'm mostly going to stay in America and probably around just Texas, yeah. Anyway, Maestro's back on knack for another reaction video. My pal went off earlier this morning randomly because, you know, there was a drizzle of rain, because in Texas, apparently, the power can't stay on when there's even, like, one single raindrop. What's commonly known as a fat bitch probably eats the rain. But I'll be doing another good old-fashioned reaction vid to Pesman Bald, Bitchman Gold, Shipman Bad, Bitchman Bald, and what's actually been happening in his life. So I guess he's having a mental breakdown too.
What's up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongolds.
You fucking bitch!
We have a lot. As I said, we have a lot to fucking do.
You do not say what's up to me.
A lot to fucking do. So I do want to talk a little bit about some of the changes and things that I do want to do differently with this stream.
Looks like Fataforce.
Just in general, kind of the way that I've been feeling about things overall.
It's time to talk about our feelings. So he's gonna eat ice cream, kale chips, and sleep on Fataforce's stomach. Maybe he's gonna have a call with Dr. K and cry to Bitch Jones. Oh, I'm Peasant Jones! I love to buy extra tissues to keep on my desk just to pretend I'm crying! Fucking bitch!
And this is why the reason why I take breaks a lot is because I get mentally overwhelmed with a lot of the things that I have going on in my life.
And you're lazy.
Right? And,
what do you have going on? You go to Wendy's 1 day a week. Or, I mean, 7 days a week. Buddy.
I think that many people would assume that the reason why I take breaks is because of some sort of negativity on chat or things like that. I'd like to kind of talk to you guys about some of the things that have been going on with me, right? Because I do think that it is...
See, when people have really good things that they don't have to work for, then they just completely shut down and can't even deal with real life. When people get carried through life, like Bitch Jones, Pesman Bald, I don't know how much he got carried. I mean, he was one of the first Twitch streamers. I guess, he made it on his own, kind of. I mean, but, once you don't have to worry about making it anymore, and most of the people who made it got carried through life, then you get to be a lazy, useless scum and cry about everything that happens in your life, even though you have it so easy. And this is what he's doing now, which makes me not like him as much. But
some people
I never liked him anyway.
And I want to talk about some of that stuff. And I probably do overshare a bit with this kind of stuff.
And I hate when these people do this and then try to get fucking bitch fucking things from their chat, man. And such a pansy, unmanly thing to do.
But I think that it's important for you guys to know, and at the end of the day, I don't really care if people know or not. It's fine with me.
I don't really care if people know, but I'm gonna make a whole video about how people know because, yeah, I'm manipulative.
And, anyway, so, the truth is, whenever I talk about, how the streams are going or anything like that, in terms of, people being mad at me on Twitter or stuff like that, it's maybe 5%.
No, it's probably 95%.
It's maybe 10% of the reason why I would be stressed out about my stream. It's really.
I wonder if something's going on with
The truth is that
Wendy's.
It's become increasing.
All the spicy chicken nuggets were out. It really stressed him out.
More stressful.
Oh fuck! No spicy chicken nuggets! Oh fuck!
Because I've just always tried to go at 110% energy the entire time. And in doing that, I will go really, really, really hard for 6 hours, non-stop talking.
Oh yeah, well, if you do that, it is kind of mentally, it does make you tired. If you're going so hard, well, I guess it's not even, what he's doing is not as hard because he's just talking. He's saying he's going hard, but he's just talking like he is right now, and he gets mentally drained. But the Maestro's that's what I'm doing all stream, so then it's actually, makes you more, that actually hurt, then you actually get tired after, 12 hours of fucking screeching at soda popping because he's a baby back soy milk drinking latte-licious bitch bag, and trashing to sit it at 1300 CR, but... Then you actually get tired.
Doing like content as much as I can, 6 to 8 hours, right? And
Peasant popping.
That I'm like an alligator, right? It's like an alligator.
You're nothing like an alligator.
Energy, and then
you're like a beanie baby. You're like a garden gnome.
It's flat. Like I'm fucking done.
Garden gnomo.
And I'm like mentally overwhelmed, right? I'm mentally just fucking drained.
Pesman Bald almost has the same hair color as me, except he doesn't have a luscious lion's mane. He has Gremlinita hair.
Person. I'm a very
Gremlinita, Gracian, dopo da pi, si cagasi, si cagalata.
People sometimes.
I asked Pesman Bald to hang out, but he didn't answer.
Stressed out going outside. I usually
you get stressed out going outside?
I don't like talking to people. Messages.
Buddy, it's just fresh air. You can walk outside.
On like Twitter and stuff like that overwhelm me.
He probably has an air-conditioned garage that connects his house, so he never has to breathe the fresh air. Damn you, Pesman Bald!
It's like I'm just not really set up.
Well, I guess he's been breathing stench from his fucking attic for 10,000 years, so he's used to, like, mold.
and like, I'm not built to function around other people very well. And I've tried to manage this as best I can. I have.
Yeah, by sitting in your room and not talking to anybody for 20 years?
Make excuses for it, because it's ultimately my fault.
It's disgraceful, yeah. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad he admits he's useless.
Yeah. But the truth is that, like, I will get so stressed out if somebody wants
to... You admit
like,
the truth.
Wants me to do something in real life, or wants me to like, see them, or, like, really do anything. And it becomes this, like, incredible... like massive like strain on like my mental state, and in a way it should not be, right?
Yeah.
This is not the way that it should. It's not the way.
Yeah, like I was saying before, like people who are rich and famous and do all these always have these extra problems that they just make up themselves. In real life, a normal person, if they have these problems, then they are literally homeless. But people who get carried through life get to have these problems. People like me, I can't afford to have those problems, because then I would just be homeless and eating out of a garbage can. But he can afford to be like useless and cry and fucking whine about him not being able to being scared to see people. Like, it's just the dumbest thing. Like,
brain should work.
Stop being a soy milk drinker and then I'll fucking talk to someone.
To kind of take that and be as extroverted and to be as to be.
But he's just not. He's what he's saying before is like fine. He's not like naturally extroverted, but like it's just disgraceful. Like fucking stop being a dandelion picking, soy milk drinking communist and fucking learn to move your fucking lips.
As much of a person that like I want to be on my stream, right, for you guys and make the content that I want to make. But after that, like whenever I get done with my stream, I don't want to see anybody. Right? Like, I don't want to see my friends. I don't want to see my family. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to be alone, completely alone. And it drains so much of that, like, social bar that I have that I'm just, like, constantly redlined. I'm, like, just constantly, like, I have to deal with, like, people all the time, over and over and over. And what happens is that, like, over the course of the past, like, 2 years or so, I've increased the amount of social requirements that I have. You know, I have like a lot of.
Yeah, he has to go to Wendy's 2 times a week now.
And I have so many other things that I have to do that it makes it so hard for me to.
What do you have to do? You get up and sleep all day. You told us you work it all day.
I'm just constantly operating in a way that makes me
like, physically
uncomfortable and just like super like stressed out. And
buddy, sipping your cola at a speed of 0.2 seconds is not a hard thing to do.
That's like one of the big reasons.
Slipping your refresco.
I've always been like this, by the way. Like back in the day.
Your
like,
sodies.
I think it's gotten worse over the years, and I've tried to figure out ways to like get around it, and like maybe spend more time with people. Maybe...
I have a way. Rip their hands out of your fucking face and get the fuck out of your fucking room.
Like I remember back whenever I was like early 20s, you know, my friends were always going out and doing crazy stuff, and I was like, I'll just say yes to anything and do whatever I want. Maybe that'll hopefully like get me out of this like mindset that I have. That hasn't really worked, and now I think that especially since I'm like you know concerned with like a lot of other things, right? I'm concerned I'm concerned with the org, right? Obviously, because.
Alright, well, the Maestro's done with this video. He's concerned about his Wendy's and if he got the spicy chicken nugget. So it's called pressing on at Pesman Ball. Do you take after the Maestro? And maybe if you had real good friends like the Maestro, then you wouldn't be stressed out. That's what's commonly known as, don't you defy me, motherfucker! I asked you to hang out and you defy me. There will be consequences for that. Maestro never gives up.